we are going to see some more example in on complex differentiation. In the previous lecture, we have studied the topic when the real part, that is u, is given. Then we have seen the procedure how to find out the v. Okay, that is the imaginary part. And once you get the real and imaginary part, then we have seen how to find out the analytic function f of z in terms of z. Hmm? Whatever function you are having will be in terms of x and y. So that we can convert in terms of z by putting x equal to z and y equals to 0. Okay. So now continue with the example. First, just revise the procedure in short. If u is given, first step of the example, what we do, find dy by differentiate that, find w by x and w by y. Okay. Then by first Cauchy-Riemann equation, w by x is w v upon w y. Hmm? So according to that, you will get w v upon w y, but we require only v. So therefore, to remove that w upon w y term, we'll have to integrate with respect to y. So when you integrate with respect to y, x is a constant of integration. So we add the constant of integration as a f of x, right? And then to eliminate that f of x, what we do, differentiate with respect to x. Differentiating, you will get f dash of x by using the Cauchy-Riemann equation again. Second CR equation, we get x, and once you get that, after that, we get f of x, and hence the required function v of x comma y. Hmm? So see, here in this example also, we'll have to find imaginary part of the analytic function whose real part is this. Real part is given. Real part of the analytic function means what? Means u of x comma y. Hmm? Real part. Real part of the function, that is the u of x comma y, is given. Now let us differentiate that with respect to x and with respect to y. Hmm? So differentiate it, w by x. With respect to x, derivative will be 3x square minus 3y square plus 6x. Hmm? And with respect to y, derivative is minus 6xy, hmm, minus 6y. Okay, minus 6xy minus 6y will be the derivative with respect to y. So now, by using the first Cauchy-Riemann equation, by first Cauchy-Riemann equation, what we are having is that ux equal to vy is the first Cauchy-Riemann equation, because every analytic function satisfies the Cauchy-Riemann equation. Ux means what? W by W x equal to W v upon W y. Hmm? Now we know the value of W by W x. This value is known to us. ते आपण find केली बघा. W by W x. That value is known to us. Hmm? Right? So that's why this W v upon W y is equal to, it is 3x square minus 3y square plus 6x. Okay? This I have just substituted here the value of w by w x, that is this 3x square minus 3y square plus 6x. Now this is the value of w by w, but what is the requirement? We required only the value of v, right? We require only this v. So to remove this w upon w, to remove this w upon w, so for that we'll have to integrate with respect to y, keeping x as a constant. Keeping x as a constant, we'll integrate this with respect to y. So see, when you integrate, this w upon y will get cancelled. Means what is remaining here is v only. Okay, remaining is the v, and hence on integrating, integrate the right hand side, integrate this function, integrate this right hand side, you will get this integration of this term dy plus constant of integration as f of x, because see the two variable x and y are there na? And what we are doing is that here we are integrating with respect to y, keeping x as a constant. So as x is a constant, we'll have to add the constant of integration as a f of x. Okay, is it clear the step? I will remember this. When y is constant, f of y will be the constant of integration, and when x is a constant, f of x will be the constant of integration. Okay, now integrate each of this term. Integrate with respect to y, 3x square constant, so its integration will be what? 3x square y. 3y square, its integration 3y cube upon 3, and 6x, its integration is 6xy plus f of x. And therefore v equal to 3x square y, so 3 cancel, y cube is remaining, plus 6xy plus f of x. Okay, so it is the value of v. Now the next procedure, call this as equation number 1. Now the next procedure is that we'll have to eliminate that f of x, and to eliminate that f of x, we'll have to differentiate with respect to x. We are going to differentiate with respect to x, so we'll get dabba v upon dabba x. Dabba v upon dabba x will be here v with respect to x scalar with respect to x. So see the 3x square, 3x square is a derivative 6x y as it is. Y cube will be 0, middle term hai na? Y cube will be 0, and 6xy, its derivative is 6y plus f of x, its derivative, that is f dash of x. Okay, so it is dabba v upon dabba x is equal to this, and now our aim is to find f dash of x. Now after this step, what we do, see, our aim is now to find f dash of x. For that, you should know the value of dabba v by dabba x. So for that, we always use the second Cauchy-Riemann equation. We use the second Cauchy-Riemann equation, which is uy equal to minus vx. Uy, that is dabba u by dabba y, equals to minus dabba v upon dabba x. This implies goes to what? Dabba v by dabba x is minus dabba u by dabba y. And hence dabba v by dabba x is minus of, just substitute here the value of dabba u by dabba y. Just substitute value of dabba u by dabba y. Already we have finded the value of dabba u by dabba y in the first step of the example. So let us substitute that value here, which is minus 6xy minus 6y. The value अपन इसे put के लिए, and hence dabba v upon dabba x equals to, it is 6xy plus 6y. So in this way we get that value. So substitute, you can call this as a equation number 2. याला तुम्ही 2 म्हटलं तरी चालेल. And now that value of v by x we are going to substitute here in the equation number 2. बघा मग आता equation number 2 हे सगळं ब्रॅकेट मध्ये करून घेतलंय. And now put that value in the equation number 2. You will get 6xy plus 6y. Okay, so it is the value of f, this term will get cancelled from both the sides, and hence we will get f dash of x equal to 0. As f dash of x equal to 0, therefore f of x will be what? Constant. When we integrate this, right hand side तर 0 आहे ना, म्हणजे इथे फक्त constant of integration add होईल. Okay, so f of x equal to c, and now put that value of f of x here in the equation number 1. You will get v. Here the question was only to find imaginary part, not the function f of z. That's why just stop here. No need to find the f of z. Okay, question मध्ये फक्त imaginary part विचारलं होतं ना, so that's why we have find here only up to v. No need to find out the complete answer, that is f of z. Hmm. So is it clear the example? Any difficulty? Any doubt? Yes, is it clear? Any difficulty, any doubt in this example? Please reply me through the chat box. If it is clear, then we can move towards the next example. Okay. Now see the next example again of the similar type. Hmm. Here they have given the value of u equals to 1 upon 2 log of x square plus y square, and we have to find out v. Okay, we have to find out v such that hmm, find v such that f of z equal to u plus iv is analytic. Hmm, is analytic, and determine f of z in terms of z also. Means first of all we'll find v and then we'll find the function f of z, right? Again here real part is given, that is u of x comma y is given to us. Now first you differentiate that u. Will differentiate that u with respect to x and with respect to y. So derivative of u with respect to x will be what? See, 1 by 2 will be as it is. Log x is derivative is 1 upon x. Log x a derivative comes to 1 upon x. So this log term, log of x square plus y square will be what? 1 upon x square plus y square. And this x square plus y square we are treating as a x. So again its derivative with respect to x, that is 2x. Means this, समझ derivative? Sorry. Okay, so this x square plus y square is x we are treating. So again its derivative, that is the 2x. So this 2 will get cancelled and it is x upon x square plus y square. In the similar way, differentiate that u with respect to y. With respect to y, so derivative 1 by 2 as it is. Derivative will be what? Log of x square plus y square means 1 upon x square plus y square into 2y. Again this 2 to cancel, means what is remaining here? Y upon x square plus y square. Okay, and then by first Cauchy-Riemann equation, process is same in each and every example. After that we use the first Cauchy-Riemann equation, that is ux equal to vy. Ux means what? W by x. So W by x equals to v upon y. Okay, so put that value there. Substitute the values, you will get same. Just a minute, just 1 minute. I'm taking the attendance screenshot. Attendance. Just wait for a minute. W by x is x upon x square plus y square. So that value will have to substitute here. V by y equals to this. But our aim is what? Our aim is to find only v. So we'll have to cancel that w upon y. So to cancel that w upon y, we'll have to integrate. Integrate with respect to y, keeping x as a constant. So let us integrate. So v equals to integration of x upon x square plus y square dy plus, as x is a constant, we'll have to add the constant of integration as a f of x. isn't it? Now integration. For the integration, see, with respect to y we are integrating. Hmm? With respect to y we are integrating. So x is a constant. So that x will write outside the integral. Hmm? We'll write that x outside the integral, and the remaining term is the integration of 1 upon x square plus y square dy. Hmm? Integration. So now integration of this term, hmm, integration of this term is, say, there is a formula for integration. 1 upon a square plus x square is 1 upon a tan inverse of x upon a. Na? So now here y is the variable. Y is the variable. X is a constant. So it will be, means instead of a, we are having here x. So it is 1 upon x and the tan inverse of y upon x. Is it clear? Just remember the formula of 1 upon a square plus x square. Hmm? 1 upon x square plus a square plus x square, that is nothing but 1 upon a tan inverse of x upon a. मतलब x ऐवजी इथे काय y, so it is 1 upon x tan inverse of y upon x. So this x will get cancelled, means you are having v equal to f x. Hmm? So to eliminate that f of x, what we'll have to do? We'll have to differentiate. We'll have to differentiate with respect to x. F of x eliminate करायला differentiate with respect to x करायचं. Okay. So differentiate with respect to x. On differentiating, you will get dabba v upon dabba x equal to derivative. Now derivative of tan inverse x. Tan inverse x, its derivative is 1 upon 1 plus x square. Okay. So what is x here? This y upon x will treat as a x, and its derivative means it is 1 upon 1 plus y by x, its square. And then y upon x we are treating as a x. Again its derivative. The y upon x are derivative. X is there to the denominator. Means function will be in which form? In 1 upon x form. 1 upon x, its derivative minus 1 upon x square. So therefore it is into minus y upon x square. Okay. Derivative of that y upon x. And plus f of x, its derivative is f dash of x. Is it clear the step? Derivative समझला है? क्या difficulty? Yes. Okay. Okay. So now see, simplify the denominator. It is y square upon x square. So simplify that x square you cross multiply here. So x square plus y square upon x square into it is minus y upon x square plus f dash of x. So dabba v upon dabba x is equal to, this x square will get cancelled, and what is remaining here? Minus y upon x square plus y square plus this f dash of x. Okay. So now our aim is to get f dash of x, but for that you should know dabba v by dabba x. So for that what we do, we always use the second Cauchy-Riemann equation. Second Cauchy-Riemann equation is what? Uy equal to minus vx, means vx equal to minus uy. This implies goes to what? Dabba v upon dabba x equals to minus of dabba u upon dabba y, right? And therefore this v by x will be what? Minus u by y, that we already know. In the first step of the example, we have find the value of u by y. U by y is what? It is y upon x square plus y square. So v by x is known to us now. So now we'll substitute that value in the equation number 2. 2 मध्ये ती value put करून द्यायची. इथे बघा आता. So that value we have substituted in the equation number 2. So 2 will take this form, means we can cancel this minus y upon x square plus y square from both the sides of the equation. So therefore that f dash of x equals to 0. F dash of x 0 means f of x equal to what? C. Constant will f of x equal to C, and hence put that value in the equation number 1. You will get v equals to, that is the tan inverse of y upon x plus c. Okay, इक्वेशन नंबर 1 मध्ये जी f of x ची व्हॅल्यू आली आहे ती आपण इथे पुट केली आहे. ठीक आहे. And now once you get v, now in this example they have also asked f of z. F of z पण विचारलंय ना. So what is our f of z? Our f of z is u plus iv. So let us substitute here the value of u and here the value of v. U is 1 by 2 log of x square plus y square, and v is the tan inverse of y upon x. Now put x equal to z and y equal to 0. X equal to z, y equal to 0. You will get that f of z. बघा इथे put केल्यावर y 0 means what is remaining here? X square. And what is x? Z means it is log of z square. Y 0, tan inverse of 0 is 0. So therefore this term will becomes 0. So what is remaining here? Plus c. I into c घ्या किंवा another constant c. Arbitrary ना. So you can use instead of ic. Actually हा I complete term ला multiply असेल. आणि I into c, that is I have considered as a c. Arbitrary na. So you can take any notation for the arbitrary. Okay. So is it clear? Any doubt, any difficulty in this example? Yes. Please reply me through the chat box. Is it clear to all of you? Okay, so now before going to start the next example, see there is one important theorem. This is the theorem we are going to use in the next examples. Okay, next some example. If just read the statement of the theorem, that if f of z, if f of z is analytic function, okay, analytic function, then f dash of z equals to ux plus I times vx. Means what? F dash of z is dabba u by dabba x plus I times dabba v by dabba x. This is the theorem. It is true only for x. Dabba u by dabba x plus I times dabba v by dabba x. Y साठी नाहीये. This is the theorem. So now see, use of this theorem is again to determine the analytic function f of z. Now up to this the question was like u is given, find v, and then f of z ना. आधी आपल्याला v कडे जायचं होतं आणि मग f of z कडे. Now if they ask you to find the question only find f of z, okay, find f of z, so in that case we'll use this statement, this theorem. So what we'll do is that we'll find f dash of z. Okay, we'll find that f dash of z. Once you get f dash of z, integrating you will get f of z. So now see the example. In this example also, what they ask here, determine the analytic function f of z. Analytic function f of z in terms of z, if u equal to this, means u is given. And the question is not to find v now. Directly f of z we have to find, right? So for such a type of example, we'll have to use f dash of z. समजलाय theorem केव्हा यूज करायचा आहे? जेव्हा डायरेक्टली f of z विचारलेला असेल, not v. Is it clear the statement of the theorem? बघा मग if f of z is analytic, if that f of z is analytic, then this is the statement of the theorem, f dash of z equal to dabba u by dabba x plus I times dabba v upon dabba x. This is the statement. Now, as f of z is analytic, it will satisfy the Cauchy's Riemann equation. Now see, u is given. आधी हे बघा. u given means we can find dabba u by dabba x. We can also find dabba u by dabba y, but here the term is v by x. But we can write v by x as minus u by y, because what is our second Cauchy-Riemann equation? Uy equals to minus vx. This implies goes to what? Vx equals to minus ui. So we can write that v by x in terms of, say, this is the second Cauchy-Riemann equation we can use here. Ui equal to minus vx म्हणजेच काय होईल? Vx equal to minus ui. Vx equal to minus ui, and therefore substitute that minus ui here. So you will get f dash of z equals to dabba u by dabba x, that is sine hyperbolic x into cos y, plus I bar, and it is the cos hx into sine hyperbolic y. Here we have just differentiated u with respect to x. Here I have taken the derivative. See the function u. What will be its derivative with respect to x? Cos hyperbolic x, its derivative is sine hyperbolic x. For hyperbolic, cos चा होतो sine, sine चा होतो cos. There is no plus minus for the derivative. So as we are differentiating u with respect to x, cos hyperbolic x will be the sine hyperbolic x into cos y will be as it is. बघा इथे मग तसंच ठेवलं मी, sine hyperbolic x into cos y as it is. Now with respect to y, cos hx will be as it is, and cos y, its derivative is minus 8. So that minus and this minus will become plus. Minus sine y होईल ना, cos चा derivative minus. So this minus आणि याचा जो derivative घेऊन minus येईल, that will become plus. म्हणून मी इथे plus केलंय. Okay, so it is the plus cos hx into sine of y. So this is the function in terms of x and y. हे काय झालंय? Function in terms of x and y. So for that, to get the function in terms of z, our aim is what? To get f of z, right? In terms of z we have to find. So any function can be converted in terms of z. Okay, in terms of z, how? By putting x equal to z and y equal to 0. So let us put here x equal to z and y 0. You will get f dash of z equal to sine z, because see, sine hyperbolic z होऊन जाईल इथे. When you put x as a z, it will be sine hyperbolic z. Cos 0 is 1. This term will be 1. Sine 0 is 0, so this complete term will be 0. So what is remaining? Only sine hyperbolic of z. F dash of z is equal to sine hyperbolic z. And now integrating this term with respect to z. So on integrating, integration of cos sine hyperbolic z is cos hyperbolic z plus the constant of integration. Again, for the integration, the same formula is sine hyperbolic will be cos hyperbolic will be sine hyperbolic. There is again no plus minus while taking the integration. Okay, so this is the answer, final answer, f of z cos hyperbolic z plus c. So this is the theorem. When we use that theorem, whenever the question is to find directly f of z, v नसेल find करायचं इथे काय, we have to find f of z. In that case, we use this theorem. Okay, so we'll see some more example on this theorem in the next lecture. Any difficulty, any doubt?